Hi, this is a video on how to change a shaft seal on a Seat Alhambra. This chassis is the same as the Volkswagen Sharan and the Ford Galaxy, and I believe these are the Mark 1 edition. So the lighting is very poor here now, so sorry about this. So I'll just shine in here. This is the right hand side of the gearbox, and that is the shaft seal right here. And there we go. Now that is steadied, the camera has focused. So what happened here was I replaced the knuckle that goes into the gearbox, and in the process the shaft seal got damaged. So there's a few tips now here to be learned from this, and the first one is when taking these out, the easiest way I found to do this was get a breaker bar such as this, stick it behind the shaft seal, and then just really yank it out. Pop it out like so. Go around 2 or 3 places if you need to, but it will come out in that manner. Just get behind it and give it a yank out. So that's the first thing. Second thing is, this is what a shaft seal. This is a faulty one. I had this one damaged, unfortunately. So this is what they look like when they're on the ground. The shaft seal, there you can see it's made up of seems to be like a poly, which is like a hard plastic, and then a soft plastic, and there's a wire in there as well in the makeup of it. And so that's what one would look like. And then to fit it, excuse me, I used a mallet. So in this gearbox, this seemed to be relatively straightforward to fit. So I call it offered it up, cleaned down all the inner surface, both sides on the seal and on the gearbox, and then smeared oil all over it just to lubricate it, and worked the oil into the seal as well. So when you want to use the seal is good, because your knuckle has to pass through that seal, so you want to lubricate it. And then back to installing that seal, what I did was I used a mallet. So as I said, I offered it up, which means I centered the seal, got it in position, and then tried to gently work it in place in the mallet, hitting it around the center. Now, to be honest, to get this started, I actually had to just hope for the best and strike the seal. And I was lucky enough that when I did that strike with force, it actually sat into place. Now, that is a bit of a risk, because you can damage that outer face by doing that. So patience is probably key here. And that's it. So then for a finish, what happens now is, this is your inner knuckle, and that's the face here the seal rests against to make that oil seal from the box. So that's what it's trying to seal right there. That goes on into the gearbox, and there you go. Then you just tighten up your hex bolt in here. Now you do need to push that knuckle forward by some sort of a bearing puller. So I have another video on that in relation to working that in, because these inner joints on these on this chassis is prone to wear down. So that can be a fault with them. And then because of this seal, lost gearbox fluid, which is gear oil. I'm going to have to refill this gearbox up. Now, because I don't know how much gear oil this had lost, the easiest thing is to do here is just drain all the gear oil out. Try to get it empty via the drain plug, and then fill it from the drain port on the top of the box. And this chassis takes 2.5 British litres of gear oil. And I'll just try to find the one I'm using. This is the one I've chosen to use, which is a 75W synthetic gear oil. There probably is a bit of tolerance on what gear oil to use. That one was the best value for money I found, that is somewhat compatible for the Volkswagen. And then this is the Loctite medium strength, which will be used to hold that inner knuckle on. And that looks like an Irish product, this one. There's the address there on it. So that's that. And this was actually the part number for the seal. So there we go. Okay, I hope this was helpful to somebody. Bye now.